You got yourself a new powerful beast of a computer, but it turns out it's not the graphics card or the processor that's limiting its performance, but it's you. Even though your computer renders videos in no time, loads tabs in nanoseconds, opens programs in an instant, something's still not quite right. You still feel sluggish, you still take the same amount of time to complete the same tasks as you did before you got this new beast. What could it be? You wonder in silence. Well, what if I told you that the root of all your problems are keyboard shortcuts? It's that simple. Check this out. Obviously, you delete letters with, well, backspace. But if I press Control backspace, it'll delete the word immediately. On Mac, it's even better. Option plus delete deletes a word, but Command delete deletes the whole line. But you might say, oh, there's only one wrong letter in that word. Why would you delete everything? And to that I say, it's a lot faster for my brain to retype the whole word from muscle memory than to navigate to that letter with arrow keys, change it, and then go back with the mouse. And so by the end of this video, I'll show you more than 17 secret shortcuts that'll make other people wonder how the hell are you able to be this fast with a computer. So speaking of navigation, I can take this keyboard shortcut even further if I press Control and then instead of backspace, I go with arrow keys. You'll notice that now your cursor jumps between words rather than letters. Now if I go even deeper and add shift, I'll highlight those words that I jump over. I can then change or format all of them at once without using my mouse. These three keyboard shortcuts might be hard to learn at first, and your typing speed will definitely decrease because of it, but once you master them, I assure you, no one will be able to catch up to you. Continuing with the middle mouse button, which is not really a keyboard shortcut, but if you use your mouse, you have to learn its hidden secrets. So first, clicking it will open any link in a new tab immediately. Launch another window of an already opened app, close any tabs without having to hunt for the X icon, and there's one more thing that I found out just recently, which is that clicking the back key in your browser with the middle mouse button will open the last page, but in a new tab. This is kind of useful for going back to Google if you still want to keep the current page open. Moving over to Windows plus L, which quickly locks your computer. This is a lifesaver when someone unexpectedly walks in on you and you want to hide whatever you're doing. On Mac, the keyboard shortcut for this is Control-Command-Q, but it's just faster to hit the shutdown button, which just locks your Mac anyway. Now, in terms of applications, if you have multiple windows of the same program open, usually something like Chrome or Safari, then hit Command plus squiggly line to quickly switch between those windows. On Windows 11, the app windows already show up in the Alt plus Tab interface, so you don't have to bother learning another shortcut. Moving over to the place where most of us usually spawn in when we launch our computer, and that's the browser. But if you have 300 tabs, it's too hard to find anything. Hit Control or Command Shift A and tab search will pop up, so you can start typing away and then use either the arrow keys or tab to navigate further and find your tabs. I also have a few more videos on unknown Chrome tips and shortcuts, which I'll try to link to in the description. Of course, what'll save you time is Windows plus E to open File Explorer. On Mac, it's Command plus N or Command plus F to open Finder, but you must be on your desktop for this to work. I've been told it's also very handy to know what Control-Shift-Escape does, and it'll open Task Manager where you can monitor system resources and force quit applications. On Mac, it's Command-Option-Escape. What I've touched on previously was that you can switch open apps with Control plus Tab on Windows or Command plus Tab on Mac. At first, this keyboard combination seems kind of counterintuitive, but once you learn it, you'll never go back to switching apps by searching for them in your dock or taskbar. However, if you choose to do that, hit Windows plus a number on your keyboard and it'll open the corresponding app in your taskbar. Of course, course, you can use Ctrl plus Tab for the same thing but with your browser tabs. This keyboard shortcut will switch browser tabs forward, and adding Shift will switch the other way. This shortcut will make other people wonder if you do anything else with your time other than learn keyboard shortcuts. Now, something that I use in Google Docs all the time is pasting text without its format that it's been copied with. Press Ctrl-Shift-V on Windows or Command-Option-Shift-V on Mac to do so. I also have a separate video just like this one dedicated only to Google Docs secret features. Link in the description. Another useful one is Windows-Shift-S or Command-Shift-4 on Mac to take a screenshot. Next, Control or Option on Mac plus dragging will instantly copy something, so you don't even need to hit Ctrl plus C, then Ctrl V, or even worse, copy and paste with right click. Dragging is just a lot simpler. What's also useful is Control and left or right arrows on Mac, or Control Windows plus arrow keys on Windows, which switch virtual desktops. If you still don't use virtual desktops, you're missing out big time. So if there's one thing I wish you take away from this video, is that you should use virtual desktops on your computer. And in this video, I actually explain how to set them up and why the hell you should use them.